And oil prices have surged again as US President Joe Biden announced a ban on energy imports from Russia. Elsewhere, the European Union and the UK have also unveiled plans to reduce their dependency on Russian fossil fuels. And Nathan King tells us more.
We will not be part of subsidizing Putin's war. That was the very direct message from US President Joe Biden as he buckled to pressure from Congress to actually announce a ban on essentially all Russian energy imports. That's oil, natural gas and coal as well. And the short answer is why? Well, they can kind of afford to. 3% of US energy imports are from Russia, about 700,000 barrels a day, according to the White House, of both oil and refined energy products. This is not the case for the European partners of the US, and Joe Biden made that distinction in his prepared remarks.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine. We're moving forward with this ban, understanding that many of our European allies and partners may not be in a position to join us.
Now, of course, Europeans have their own strategy unveiled. They are going to try and move away from Russian natural gas by 2030 in a plan unveiled by the EU. The UK also announced it's going to cut off all oil imports from Russia in the course of this year. However, they can afford to because they have North Sea oil. You're really seeing the different geostrategic balance here when it comes to energy imports. Germany, for example, 40% of natural gas, EU as a whole, 25% of it on oil. They can't turn that spigot off overnight. The question is, where will they get it from? And here in the US, of course, they are obsessed with the fact that gas prices are usually very low. Well, they're not at the moment. $4, $5, even more a gallon. I know when you're in Europe, that seems like a ridiculously low price, but they're used to $2 or $3 a gallon. And Joe Biden said, you know, this confrontation with Russia over Ukraine will cost. Now, what are they going to do about it? Well, they've released allowed 90 million barrels of oil from the strategic oil reserve. About 30 was announced this week, but also searching for alternative sources of supply. US officials were even in Venezuela trying to cozy up to them about potentially unleashing some of their oil reserves, despite the opposition that Washington has had with the government of Nicolas Maduro. Also, what a time to potentially ink the renewal of the Iran nuclear deal. There is also pressure on Saudi Arabia and the Qataris, who have one of the largest reserves of natural gas in the world, along with the Iranians. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.